Is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. I worked at IRS over a decade. I've worked thousands of cases. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I have about 2,300 followers on Facebook. I have been on all the major TV stations, and what I try to do on my YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, welcome. Me and my M&M man. Thank you for your thanks for you being here. We try to pull back the curtain and let you see inside the IRS. A lot of people on YouTube says, "Hey, this is our experience in dealing with IRS." What I try to do is show you what's really going on with the IRS from the inside out. So I call this kind of the inside out. Today I want to talk to you about tax audits and why your return gets pulled or what triggers an IRS audit. There's a lot of things that can trigger an IRS audit. Lots of things. But I want to talk to you today really about the number one thing. There's two things really that trigger IRS audits. You can look online, you can Google, and this person's got this list, this person's got that list. Well, I'm going to tell you the top two reasons. The first reason is taking too many credits. If you have earned income, child care, IRS, by the way, has filters on all this stuff. They are very sophisticated. They know who's taking filters, what practitioners are doing. They have all the information on your practitioner in their system because they're trying to find cheats, and they know what practitioners are being arrested all the time because they're taking credits. So if you're taking credits, IRS is going to go ahead and put a magnifying glass on the credit and make sure that filter they have on your return is spot on to that credit, that they allow that you can take that credit. But the number one trigger that IRS has on every return is a Diff score. That's discriminatory index function score. Discriminatory index function score. So what IRS does is they look at every single tax return is judged by Internal Revenue Service. There's a Diff score on the back of that return. What your computer does is it scans your return and it comes out with a Diff score. What is the Diff score? The Diff score simply means that IRS has looked at every line item on your tax return, and if you fall out of the national average, one flag goes up, another flag goes up, another flag goes up. Oh, this is big. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 more flags go up. What IRS does, it looks at the total number of indicators a return raised flags on, and they're all an accumulated points. So your return has a point system on your Diff score. And IRS may determine at the end of the day, hold on just one second. I've got to hush my phone for you. So IRS may say, okay, we're only going to audit people anywhere from 87 to 100 flags. This is just as an example. So what IRS does, they'll look at those. You may have flags on your return, but IRS can only audit so many tax returns. So basically, if you've submitted a tax return and your interest income is high, or your business expenses is high, or your car expenses are high, or your marketing expenses high, you keep driving up your Diff score. Then at a certain point, IRS says at this point, we're going to audit all the tax returns. So basically, they're comparing your return with everyone else's tax return in the area you live in the region, in the industry. They have all these filters all set up. As long as you are filing your tax return, believe it or not, and you're in the national norm, IRS will never audit your tax return. Now, IRS does have a program, what's called the National Program, that they audit 5,000 random tax returns every year so they can get their audit information. Those are bad audits because they're even going to ask for birth certificates. But for the general audit, as long as your tax return is staying within the national standards, you're fine. So if you make $100,000 a year and you have interest income, say of 8,000, maybe the norm is between 6 and 12,000. You won't have a problem because you are within the algorithm. So remember, your tax return is judged and graded with everyone else's tax return. You stay in the norms, don't be a pig, do everything within reason. You can be assertive, but understand the system is predicated on your Diff score. If you have any questions, boom, ask them. I'll make a YouTube out of it if you ask a good question. By the way, Google loves for you to subscribe to channels. If you subscribe to me, boom, I go up the listing. I love subscriptions, likes, I love comments. I will answer any comment you make. I'll give you an answer to that question. Thank you very much. I appreciate a subscribe. Me and my M&M man give you a thumbs up.